God damn. 35% off subs? Where is that coming from? That must be a Black Friday thing. It's trying to get me to buy my own sub. I'm not really sure why it would do that. Why am I being asked to purchase my own sub? I already have a sub, Smokey. Come on. You wanna come back up here? It was on my lap for a little while before stream today. How's everyone doing, by the way? I know my head's like 3/4 of the way off screen. I want to see if I can get the cat up here first. There we go. You want to come up here or no? Oh, spooky. How's it going? Come on. Get up here, fuzzy one. I know you wanna.
What's up, Doc?
How's it going, Dex? Look who we got today. We got the old man. Alrighty. What is... Yeah. It'll do. Let's do the connections. You know how it goes. Right, Smokes. Alright, what? I don't see any bait immediately here, so maybe I'll just shuffle. No, you don't want to be up here? Alright. He got up here, then he was just like, nah, changed my mind. Intonation. I mean, there's plenty of musical terms in here. I'm sure some of them fit together, but I think I see more than 4, so I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Best, proper, fair, right, and best, perhaps? Just also works here. Right,
What's
proper,
up, Doc?
just, and fair. These must be. Yeah, fitting. Nyeh. Peg. That can also be musically inclined. Pickup. Truck. Pickup line. Peg, fret, pickup, string. Okay. Are these just parts of a guitar straight up? Yeah. Alright. Maybe there's 2 musically inclined ones, and that's why it was hard to separate them, because I immediately see things like rhythm and stress and beat as well. And then probably intonation. What's with the question mark, fish stick? Why do you question me? These are probably it, if I had to guess. There's loudness as well, but yep, okay. There's loudness as well, and I don't know which of these is the what it doesn't want. But I do know that best, take, and worst are probably together. Loudness, stress, beat, and rhythm. I suppose so. It literally could be any of these. So maybe these. There we go. Phonetic elements of speech. I suppose so. Yeah. I don't. I guess they didn't want the music version. Achieve victory over. Beat, best, take, and worst. Worst can also be to achieve victory over? To get the better of someone. How can it... I don't know that I've ever really seen worst used in this way. Achieve victory over. To worst? I don't know. No. I don't like that. That must be a very niche usage. I don't know that I've ever seen it used just as worst, though, you know what I mean? Fishstick is going to spam my chat with question marks. More power to you, brother. I don't know what you're questioning, but I'm sure it's important. To worst someone. Yeah, I can't say I've ever heard someone actually say that. I don't believe I've ever heard someone say that. Freeze. All right, I'm waiting. Are you a cop? Stream ended. No, I think that's you. No. Stream definitely didn't end. um, Come on now. Jump on over. There you go. Oh god, don't remind me of this room. Why would you put this on the loading screen? Spent like 40 minutes on that puzzle last time. He's right, stream is over. Oh. Well. I haven't seen anyone redeem it yet, so I don't agree. No SR today? Wait, SR? SR? Am I dumb? Have I forgotten what words mean? Okay, back in the puzzle mindset. We got a button. Button spawns something. Not sure what yet. Volume seems kind of loud. Music volume seems kind of loud. Let's turn that down just a wee bit. Song requests. Oh, yes, those are, that is what that means, yes. I guess I could mute the music and turn them on. What do you guys think? Feeling song requesty today or no? Because this game does have music of its own. I just finished the first dev video for the Death Cars remaster I will make. We'll drop it on Sunday. Ooh. Glorious. Alright, so if I jump up, obviously I'm going to go there. And then I'm going to hit the wall. And that's all that's going to happen. I guess it's worth seeing if there's any portalable surface up there. There is not. So let's just go ahead and zoom on through. I hope that's okay that I shared that. Yeah, I suppose so. Is there actually, I forget, is there a button that you can use to just like remove portals? I don't think so. Okay, so how am I gonna get past? This button, I believe, reverses directions? No, it just turns it off entirely. Okay. So my main goal then is to get up there. But I have trouble enough just trying to get across that way. Okay. So I can't, there's, as far as I can tell, well, actually, maybe this is close enough that I can just fall out onto it, possibly? Yeah, just barely. Okay. That's not as much of an issue as I thought then. And we can just go ahead and slap that down. I can't really do anything else until I get across, so I might as well just go ahead and get across now. There we are. I forgot music in the vid. Oh, that's probably important. Music does definitely help. I need to play the Portal games at some point. You do. They're fun. They're very fun puzzles. This is not the base game, but it's got the same mechanics, more or less. Right, what do you do? You also turn off that, or maybe you reverse it. I can't tell, because currently it's off. But you also put down this wall. It's Portal game. What do they call this game? Portal? It's Portal Stories Mel is the full title. Okay, so I can easily walk through to the other side by just portaling here and portaling over there, right? And zoop, now I'm over. And then I can walk back through with my cube. Fine enough. And that does indeed reverse it. Okay. So I think we have to figure out how we can get up there. Like, we need to be able to push the cube through over to there.
What's up, Doc?
How's it going, Mr. Celery? Portal 2 was an excellent sequel to Portal 1 as well. I think I played Portal 2 before Portal 1. After I played Portal 2, I went back and played Portal 1. I was kind of underwhelmed by Portal 1. Like, yeah, it was fine enough, but I beat it in like a couple hours. It barely gave me pause. I have an idea. You should speedrun the next level as fast as you can with no breaks. Well, I'm already doing that. It's not like I want to solve these puzzles slow. Puzzle games are a natural speedrun. Like, you're not allowed to take your finger off W. Oh. Well, that's... I'm never beating that. Okay, let's go up here and get our second cube, I presume. Never mind. Let's go up here and get our second cube, I presume. I know how directions work. Boop. Cube number 2. Great. Okay. So, we can have one on this button. And then also... Okay, so I wonder if the idea is like... If I push the button through... I still need to be up here. I guess I can get up here myself whenever I want those, so as long as I've got the cube up there... Do I have a way to get the cube... So if I suck it off of the button, it will then immediately push back through. So that's not what I want. I want it to, like, suck this cube through into here, and then I want to be able to portal, like, up there? Is this lined up to the point where I can actually... Yeah, it looks like it's lined up here, so I can, like, push it through to there. But it needs to be pushed, not pulled. Anyways, I kind of just woke up, so I'm gonna get some breakfast. Do it. I woke up a couple hours ago as well. So I want to, like, pull it through and then push it that way, which means that around the same time I place the second portal, I need to also be taking this cube off. Or something to that effect. But I also need to already be up there while I'm doing it, because otherwise I'm going to place the portals and the button is gonna fall off the button, right? So, like, just to be clear, that is lined up, yes. If I take you off the button, sure, it's going the right way, but it's also going through that force field. So there's no way to do it without it being on this outer one, I think. I suppose in theory I could, like, bounce shot it in, but that feels like a lot. Right, I could put portal, and I could bounce and drop it into the thingy on the way by. Into, like, this one, right? It would pull, and it would just sit there. And then if I switched it to push, it would go push, push. That could work, possibly. Hold on, let me give that a crack. So now that we're over here, I can reset. Oh, hey, come back here. Come back here, you. Well, I guess it's where I want it to be, but I'm not where I want it to be. part of it worked as intended, so, you know, what are you gonna do? Now I can just go back across, since it's where I want it to be. And I can take myself up here, I think. Maybe... I need to be able to take that cube off, and then quickly, like, place a portal here. I think that's all I need to do, right? I guess I need to place 2 portals, huh? No, I can't. He can't do it. Okay, that's not quite it. Oh, also, since you seem to like dailies, have you considered doing a daily stream? Basically, you just do a bunch of different dailies. I feel like a lot of people probably wouldn't tune in for that, unfortunately. Like, I like the idea because it seems fun to me. The Smith video I made me think you might like it was like 4 hours for 50 of them, but you can obviously do less if you don't want to stream that long. Like, I just feel like not a lot of people would tune in for that. That's just me, though. Alright, now that you're up there, now what do I do? If I turn it off, obviously that's just gonna break it. So I can get this onto the button. I just can't get it onto the button and already be up there, unfortunately. At least I don't think I can. Right, it's easy enough for me to just have this portal and that portal, and then as soon as I take it off the button, we're good. Right? I guess... Right, like as soon as I take this off, that one is the issue right there. Solo portal? Indeed. We're doing modded, but it is indeed solo today. I think, Turtle, if I had a bigger audience in general, I'd probably do that. Just because, like, you know, if you've got a few dozen people that watch from day to day, and then, oh no, only 20% of people actually give a shit about doing a daily stream, that's still a few people, and, you know, I don't mind that. But when it's a few people, and then 20% like it, and now I have maybe 1 person or 2 at any given time during the stream, that feels a lot worse. Okay, so I could potentially pull myself through the portal, but what is that gonna do for me? I guess I could pull the cube through the portal as well. That's one way of doing it. Because then I could already have the blue, like, here. And then it would pull it off of the button. That could work. Hold on. Does this work? It does.
I
Cheers.
got some control again. There's another lift transfer down below. Hold on. Activating the elevator. Now.
Elevator car 77. Testing traffic direction compromised.
You should give each companion cube a name. I will.
Rerouting remaining servers.
That sounds like a great idea. I have yet to see a companion cube.
Target lost.
Rerouting the elevator worked. That got its attention. Don't expect this to get any easier now. Keep going. There's an easy test track up ahead. Maybe you can gain some ground on it.
Easy test track. What are the non-companion cubes? They're just cubes. The companion cubes are the ones with the little hearts on them. No. Wait, is this some sort of riddle? What is there a punchline to this joke? I don't understand. Or is this a news story that I don't recognize any of the terms
So,
in?
you can handle a lot of harder tests. This is a brand new introduction track designed for new test subjects. You should do this really quickly. I've got a plan.
Okay.
Now, over here. Change of plans. I found a panel that I can move out of the way. Portal down to that catwalk in the distance. I'll tell you more there.
So much for easy puzzles, I suppose. Can I... That works.
So, I was thinking, if this computer has scanners searching for biological substances, maybe there can be some interference? You know, with things like plants. There's an overgrown testing track across the facility that hasn't been converted yet. If we can get there, I think we can confuse it. This again. You can't even open the door. Unbelievable. I gotta do everything around here.
What? I opened that door?
Perfect.
What the fuck is this
Just
guy's problem?
Perfect. The button's blown a fuse. Maybe if you get up to an up. All right, listen. I was able to hack into
Good, I
that
cut him
system
off.
and run a basic diagnostic before.
Bro,
I
it's
got
like, this
booted.
guy can't even open
Computer
doors
is
as I'm
known
opening
as the
doors. Come on,
Aperture
man.
Employee Guardian
me
and
some credit
Intrusion
here.
System, or AGIS for short. It looks to be a security mainframe trying to protect the scientists logged into its system. It hasn't been turned on in decades. Maybe that's why it's
Well,
after us.
It is open. Wait,
And
what?
whatever that last threat is, maybe it thinks we killed the scientists.
Huh. I learned a few names of IKEA's plushies? Wait, IKEA's plush? Bro, I'm so lost right now. I don't know if I should be paying more or less attention to chat. It's... Disconnect isn't enough. Look, see, I can open doors. Fuck off. The question is, where portable surface? There you are.
All right, I finally got access to some schematics of this place. I can guide you to that overgrown testing track now to cover our tracks. Head through the corridor to the left. Should take you through the work-in-progress test chambers.
Have I not already done this? Is this not just where I was before? I'm pretty sure I just did that puzzle, did I not? It's weird. There's a big poster on the wall. Oh, where'd I miss it? Was it in this room? Or are you talking back another room? Know your paradoxes. In the event of rogue AI, stand still, remain calm, scream. The first room, word. Is an IKEA shark plush. Oh. Don't panic. The pain was only simulated. Oh, well, that makes me feel better.
Oh, why on earth is it always such
Oh,
a
great. This
problem to get from
motherfucker
point
started
A
talking
to
over
point
me
B
again. I was just about
outside
to
the
say
testing
something.
tracks? That red laser on the wall seems to be controlling that door. You should probably find a way to block it.
Yep, I agree. Whenever someone... Do you guys... Like, are you video game coded enough that whenever you see any sort of wall set up like this, you assume you can, like, wall jump between it all the way up? Why is there blood in the simulated dummy? It's probably, like, wine or something. It's fine. Oh yeah, that is a laser. And that's time. God damn. Alright, I'll see you around, Lux. I hate daylight savings time, man. Can't I pick those up? Why can't I pick that up this time? Oh, now I see what you're trying to get me to do. You want me to go all the way back here so that I can do this. Understood. I was wondering why I was able to do that. There you go. That's portable. Probably going to be important. I've got ups.
Great. Through there is a crappy backstop chamber GLaDOS was designing before her demise. Never finished, but it should at least be working.
Is there seriously nothing I could do with that? There's no way. Listen, as much as I like going forward, like, come on. Clearly I'm supposed to be doing something with this. Right? Like... Oh no, I don't like that you sticky me to the portal. Oh, that's not very cash money of you. What the fuck? Okay. It wouldn't let me move out of, like, the straight up and down. Yeah, it's so annoying. At 5 I was like, oh, DJ streams in an hour. Then 6:10 hit and I was like, damn, DJ late. Then I remembered. Fuck. Should I just start streaming an hour earlier? That would kind of fuck with my whole morning schedule, but I could try to do that. That does exactly what I expected it to do. It also makes... Oh, I was about to say it makes the first step easy, but it really doesn't, does it? It only got rid of it. Okay. We've got all this.
Near biological target. Error. Bit button detected.
Oh, that's rude.
Subroutines unable to control.
You dodged a bullet on that one. I told you to be careful. Next time,
Why is this Virgil dude such a dick? Such an ass. What is wrong with you, dude? I promise I did not shit in your cornflakes this morning. Leave me alone. I could probably push the cube somewhere? Maybe? I can push it back and forth here. I can't really do anything else with it in that room, though. I can push, but I can't pull, so that's not helpful. I would assume this... Okay, that takes you out. I could push myself into the other room, but no, I can't, because the button. Does this button do anything for me? Does that button, like... No, it looks like it just makes a new cube, yeah? Pretty sure that's what it did. Yep. Here, Schlatt released a new Christmas album. Does Schlatt do that? Argy Schlatty's tunes. It's a very Schlatt thing to say. What am I doing right now? He did one already that was surprisingly good. Duly noted. I don't suppose I can pull the laser. So I can stand on this button, but I can't do anything with it, right? Like, the only way I would be able to do anything, I guess if I put the cube up there, I would be able to push it, but I wouldn't be able to pull it anywhere. Right? Like, I could push it into the door, but what the fuck good does that do me? I could push it, but only, like, into this wall over here. Or just, like, back and forth here, which doesn't really do me any good. We have a lot of Schlatt fans in my channel, duly noted. What am I missing here? What angle am I missing that would allow me to, like, push what I need where I need it to go? Because, like, you know, that's cool and all, but what the fuck good does it do, right? I could do, like, a falling fling thing, but that's not, like, you know, I can build momentum that way, but not really. I guess I could push myself up to the ceiling and then fall from the ceiling down, and that could fling me somewhere, but if nothing's on the button, I can't, like, actually have a portal set up to go where I need to. Google thinks Jay Schlatt is an American singer. Okay. They need to work on that Google AI. That shit needs to just, like, go away. Like, you guys, you gotta take it back to the drawing board there. The fact that 1 or 2 posts that are hitting the front page of Reddit or something can actually change Google's AI results is wild. It's not even the AI. Oh, then it's probably a meme. If you're talking about, like, a Wikipedia article, then probably one of Jay Schlatt's fans was like, hey, he's made an album, put Singer on there. And technically they're not wrong either, right? Like... Okay, what the fuck? What do? How do? Who do? Who do you voodoo? I can't. Am I missing something? Is there a pull that I'm missing? Like, I can't go through that giant laser of doom over there. As much as I would like to. I don't see any way to get up to it. Like, maybe I could do, like, a ball thing and, like, I guess I could do this. This would get me over. Hopefully I can get back, because otherwise we've got an issue. Alright, yeah, not sure what I expected there. That doesn't allow me through. This reverses the direction, I assume, yes. Okay, I guess I can reach there, like this. Posture check. Maybe I center my camera a little more. There we are. Check Discord. I shall. Jay Schlatt, American singer. You know, I'm gonna guess that that's actually still the AI. Jay Schlatt, American singer below it. You know, where is it? Where is it getting that? I'm gonna guess that's still an AI. I know what to do. You have to do a seam shot on that 1/4 to clip out of bounds. That's probably it. I've had wackier solutions. Yep, that's what I want right there. Alright, get your ass down here. There we are. We've got cube. Now what? So we do pushing, but we do pushing like up here. And then I do a little. Okay, that should work. That works other times. I don't know why it wouldn't work this time. Huh. Huh. Yeah, damn it. Alrighty. How about we do a little bit of this? And then we do a little bit of that. Happy now? Okay, last question. How do I get me out? See, it works for me. It's a big deal. I kind of want to get up above the, oh, didn't quite get over it. Oh, well. Now I need to figure out how to get that other cube. At least I can now, like, kinda fuck with it. By, like, a little bit of this. Whoops. Oh my god, I hate. You can kind of possibly shoot over that. That's probably not what they want you to do, but... fucking stop me. Hello? Didn't quite make it. Why can you not just face the right way? There we go. Definitely not what they want me to do there, but that's what we're doing. Although I will say I do have to remake this real quick. Because that cube should be down here. There we go. Cube. How do I get over there again? And what am I doing with this? Okay. Well, I just need to get that over there. Can I do like a fallen thing? Can I do something like this? Okay, not if you do that. What the fuck? I can probably do that, right? Surely. Huh. Nailed it. Oh, you want me to hold this in place, don't you? Oh, I see what it is. I need the cube too high, so I need to do that twice. I will never understand the portal angling in this game. You fall in it straight on, and it's just like, and now you're upside down. It's... There you are. Brother, how long do you want me to crouch before I'm allowed to go under that? Alright, we're through. I'll wait.
It thinks you're going to use the elevator?
You're so right, I should probably not use the elevator, right? I should probably not do that.
He's in for a nice surprise. There are tubes on the side you can use to get towards the overall testing track.
Alrighty. I guess I'm supposed to go down there. You should probably get in the elevator? True. Hold on, let me go back. My new boss is a robot, but did you know? Robots are smarter than you. Robots work harder than you. Robots are better than you. Volunteer for testing today. Well, no wonder nobody fucking signed up. It's demoralizing. What am I doing in here? That looks very breakable. Ah, emergency power. Sick. That still doesn't work. Cool, the power's on. Now what? Oh. Did I not shoot in there or what? Was it just because Since when was it being dark reason to not allow me to shoot a portal somewhere?
Alright, this next test chamber is still under construction. Generally, they need to be tested at least 3 times before they're finalized. Some people just
Quite
can't
rigorous.
count further than that, I guess.
Okay. We'll try again. Okay. We'll try again. Okay. We'll do it the easy way. What is going on over here? So the button turns that on, and I'm gonna assume makes this flat or something. This is a pretty easy fling yourself over there kind of moment, I feel like. Oh. I see what you mean by wasn't really tested. That is not at all what was supposed to happen there. But we out.
Construction subroutine controlled. Installing additional hazards.
Oh, hey, turrets.
Turrets, huh? Let's see what I can do. How about I fire up the lasers? Deep pits. How about a hardline bridge?
I mean, why are they not shooting me? They should definitely be able to see me up here. Alright. Why am I going around in circles right now? Is this like the you have to test it 3 times kind of deal? Can you see me here?
Activated.
Yes, you can. Let me get that cube. Can I see that cube, please? Okay. Ay, ay, ay. A little bit of consistency falling out of the tube, please. Like, come on, guys. Be better. There you go. Jeez, was that hard? Bar. Cool. Now everything else is the same, I presume? I just kind of go across. Alright, that's twice. I like the idea, like changing this facility each time.
Execution. Increasing test difficulty.
Oh, it's only the test difficulty this time?
But turrets have feelings too? Yeah, but they were also shooting me. So, you know, like me or them, I'm gonna choose me. Generally. You ain't deploying shit. You ain't deploying shit. Wonder what happens if I... Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to kill the fuckers either way, so... Sorry, guys. Okay, so that is up. And I need it to not be up. Very well. I assume the button just... yeah, opens the door up there. But I need this to be down. And it really only goes down to there. Alright. I mean, I can get up here easily enough. And then I just kind of bring the cube up with me, sorta. That's not really what I wanted to happen, though. I didn't want it to go spinning out of control on the way down. You go on there while I consider my options. Can I? Okay. We've got the light bridge option, I suppose. Though I do think I probably still need you, huh? Okay. So how do I get... I don't spawn... Yeah, I used the blue, not the orange. That's probably my mistake. There we go. Much better.
Organic threat escaping new test chamber. Escape contingency not in place.
Alright, good.
Cool.
Looks like it doesn't know where the elevator is heading to.
Solved the same
Okay.
test
Are
3
you on the
times.
part
Just
of
got
the
an
facility?
achievement.
I can try to reroute the elevator again if it holds up. There is an office area nearby from the
Yeah.
same time period when Aegis was first installed. Maybe we can get some information from there.
How about we take me to the next chapter? How about that? I want to get to the
So, I
part
was
where he
right.
kills me.
When a test subject destroyed her, this whole place fell into disrepair. I don't exactly know if everything is working properly anymore, but we don't
I love
have a
this
choice.
aesthetic right here, the like overgrown test chamber aesthetic.
Tagging on target failed. Heavy organic interference.
Huh? It worked? It's blind here. Oh no. There's some stuff here blocking the path for the elevator. Hold
Yeah.
on for emergency brakes.
I mean, we were going like 2
Climb
miles an
on
hour,
out of here,
brother.
And let's get moving.
Not the emergency
Whoa,
brakes when we're
that
barely moving.
was close. You could have been in there. Oh, wait, you just were.
Ah, there we go. They heard me. It seems like dirty poo-poo water. Don't want to go in the
These are
poo-poo
the old
water.
offices I was talking about before. The humans left these behind when she gassed them with neurotoxin. Because this is an abandoned track, it's no longer connected to the rest of the computer systems. Aegis shouldn't be able to lock us out here. These computers should contain a lot of useful information for us.
For sure, for sure. Where are the working computers?
Alright, time to start
Oh, there you
hacking
are.
into these systems.
Do it.
Let's start guessing passwords. Password. Admin.
That was fair. Those are good
Come
guesses.
on. Let me in.
No, that one wouldn't have been it.
Were these passwords generated by super geniuses? 1, 2, 3,
Something like
4,
that.
5, 6? What? All these passwords are usually the same. 0, 0, 0, 0. Oh, for crying out loud. I didn't even get a warning siren this time. This thing. must be laughing at me
A.
now. I know these aren't sentient, but
A.
Black Mesa sucks. Seriously? Hold on. I think I just got locked out. I'm getting something that says contact administrator for additional support. What? Administrator? There's no one left in the facility. All we have left are cores. There's no way I just failed hacking this thing. I hacked. Did you just override the admin controls?
Yeah, I was getting sick of listening to you, brother.
Anyway, I think there's some info here about Aegis. I'll keep working, long as you keep going. So, Get back to
Wait,
the
did I
test
do
track
C?
and
Guess
install
you gotta start over.
Oh, I should also let you know, I won't be able to move around much. Management trails are kind of non-existent here, unless I want to fall off another one and end up back in the junkyard. You won't be seeing much of me right now. Alright, there is a lot of information stored in these computers. It'll take me some time to sort through these and come up with a plan so we can get rid of Aegis. According to the systems, the toxic goo is still rising. You should continue to move through the tests and upwards. Keep your feet dry.
That would make sense, yeah. Okay, so we want to deactivate this somewhere up there. We need 3 cubes on buttons. How I'm gonna do that remains to be seen. Ooh, later. Cool. There is nowhere to place portals over there, so we gotta do this like this. I would very much like that cube, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Don't think I need that anymore, at least not right this second. Can I get over there somehow? I'm sure the answer is yes, the question is how. Also, where the hell do I get the 3rd cube from? I only see 2. Huh. Okay. Well, I see how I'm gonna catch the cube at least. It's gonna be with that thing, right? It's just a matter of how I get over there. So... Oh, there is one over there. I'm just dumb. You may have this. Successfully caught. Can I reverse that direction, or do I have to figure out how that's gonna work? Because if I put blue, it's obviously just gonna fall. I guess in theory I could do something like that and like try to grab it, but that seems like not the answer. Oh, you know what? I could probably shimmy it. Nailed it. Alright, what do we do with the second button? Or cube, whatever. We can point the thingy over there still, and that's cool. Oh, that button in particular turns off the whole thing. Okay. I kinda see what's happening. Alright. Let's go ahead and head up there again. Because now I can do that, right? Or I could do like this, just for the sake of having that one and that one like aligned, I suppose. Not that, I mean, maybe I could like pull them through or something like that. I don't know. But we can now go down here. If I press this button, yeah, nothing good happens. I need to go over there myself. So I can push myself across and then lose the portals, and then I guess I'd be able to portal back fine. But I wouldn't be able to get, like, up there. Which is, I suppose, the problem, is getting that cube down over there. Maybe if I could get one of the cubes from down there, I'd be able to... Like, if I could get just this cube, I would be able to like put it on the button to remove the laser wall, and then I'd probably have a much easier time getting the other one from there. So maybe I should be looking to get just this laser set up. Can I get up there from over there? I'm going to guess that this won't be visible. This stuff up here won't be visible from over there, but maybe it just barely is. Otherwise, how else would I have that option to get up there? While still being able to get back over there. Basically, I put a portal on that side, and then I can come over here, and even with the wall up, I can get back, right? I guess the best thing to do to start is just to see what we can see. Put the blue there, put the orange here, just go ahead and sail on through it. Cool, that does remove the whole wall, just as expected. And also, as expected, I cannot get up there. But I can go back across whenever I want. Okay. In theory, I could take that cube across by just resetting it. Right? I could just boop. And then we use it here. Right. Now that wall is down, we only have the one cube left, but I think we can still get that across much easier now, since I can just come over here and grab it. And with no wall to stop me, I can just go through. There we are.
I sorted through some of the stuff. So many cat pictures. But I also got some more serious information.
Real.
Aegis thinks we killed the scientists, so it's activating some sort of kill order. It's going to flood the enrichment center.
We killed the scientists,
probably with all
so
that goo
revenge.
To eliminate any and all
Interesting.
threats. That means you, that means me, and that means whatever that last thing is. So I'd suggest we keep moving.
Alright, we have a cube. We cannot do anything with the cube yet, because we are stuck in this room. There is a grate out there, so in theory I might be able to, like, see into this room to, like, shoot a portal in here or something like that. But not right now. Right now, the only thing we have access to is this. Like, that, whatever the hell good that does me. Not actually sure what that's supposed to be. But, like, no shooty. Can do that, though. Again, not the most helpful. Yes it is. I can get into the other room now. Except the whole, like, deadly water. I don't suppose this spot's any better for that. Can't make it. I tried.
I sorted through some of the stuff.
Oh my god,
So
I
many
don't
cat
I
pictures.
don't care
But I
what
also
you
got some
did.
more serious information. Aegis thinks we killed the scientists.
I guess this is
so
fine.
it's activating some sort of kill order. It's going to flood the enrichment center, probably with all that goo to eliminate any and all threats. That means you, that means me, and that means
Yes.
whatever that last thing is. So I'd suggest we keep moving.
I do like blue. Dabba dee dabba die. Can't really get where I want from here though, so I can just paint blue on one wall? Like, does that do anything for anyone? Like, it's cool, I guess. Where am I going anyways? I'm going over there. Let me, can you get the range to, like, get across? No, not quite. You can kind of like you can do a little bit down here though, I guess. Something. A little bit over here too, right? Yeah. Paint that blue. There we go. There's some jumpable. Very nice. So now if I were on the light bridge and I winged over there, but it also wants me to have, it looks like, the cube. So that step's done. Now it's a matter of getting the cube out of Timbuktu here. Ideally, I would be able to press that button. Oh, you know what I need to do? I know what I need to do. I need to put some blue here so that I can boing back up there whenever. Guess we gotta do a little bit of resetting here. A little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. And how about some of this? There we go. There we go. Now we can come back up here whenever we want. I didn't really need to make everything bouncy, but what you can do. Okay. Blue there. Orange there. Very nice. Alright, I'm off to go play with the BF. Hell yeah. What you gonna play? If you don't mind me asking. You know, I probably didn't need to do all that. I think I could just have peeked the corner. Do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay. Now, where the fuck is my cube? Get over here. You over there. The orange is already where I want. Go. I would like to go through the portal now. I would like to go through the portal now. You know what? Fuck it. At least you got through. I would like to go through the portal now. Please let me. Thank you. Oh god, it didn't work. Huh? Thank you. Now, the last step. How do I get over there? Don't know if that's the safest play. But we're gonna try. Aw. Not high enough. Fuck, man. At least I got you up there. Nope. Couldn't go through it. It's gonna reset the whole thing, isn't it? Fortnite? Okay. Have fun with Fortnite.
Probably with all that goo to eliminate any and all threats.
You're actually remaking the whole thing, aren't you? God
and that
damn
means
it.
whatever that last thing is.
What a pain in my
I
ass.
suggest we keep moving.
Yes, paint the wall. Okay, so I need more height then? Huh. Wonder what they expect in that regard. I guess maybe the light bridge? I don't believe... Oh, I guess you can shoot down on the light bridge. So maybe that's fine. Before I stop, let me make sure to paint you blue again. There we are. Okay, and we want to go through over here. Getting better at that. I would like to go back up there. Don't tell me I can't do that from here. That's kind of annoying, actually. Actually, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Might be able to just kind of... You know. Oh, unless it spawns it backwards. Look at all the flipping and moving around you do. Okay, I placed both of these portals just standing here. Just standing here. Why is one of them backwards? Why is one of them backwards? I don't understand. Huh? Did you bounce me off the corner? Are you... Yep, it makes them face each other. I hate that. I despise that with a burning passion. Makes things so much more difficult. There. Happy now? Jeez. Now, should I have brought my cube with me? Yes. It does in fact make things a little bit more tedious, but... Actually... Maybe I prefer this angle. Like this. I think I prefer this. There we go. Very nice. I'm seeing more arrows? Or arrows. Come on. Errors. Come on, me. How we looking? Oh, we're doing pretty good on viewers. I don't know why YouTube does this sometimes. Check this out. This is my viewer graph for today. I know it's a little hard to see behind my head, but like, what the fuck good is this? Come on, guys. They crammed it all into like the first 5% of the graph. Hello, Crix. How are you today?
Interference with biological scanners. Recalibrating sensors.
Well, it seems that we won't be able to stay in the plant-filled test chambers much longer. It seems to be able to adapt to our actions quite well. We need to come up with a plan to take him on, head on. But leave that to me. You can continue solving these tests.
Yeah, something tells me I'm gonna be the one who has to take him on, though, right? Like, I feel like it's not gonna be you that's taking him on. Don't worry. You can beat him. Like, okay, let's go with maybe a little bit of this. So that should, hopefully, maybe. Pull it through. And then we do a little bit of this. And then we do a little bit of this. And then we do a little bit of that. And boom, we got it. We need the cube over there with us. So we need to, like, well, at least I think we do. Looks like there's an X, which I would assume means we need the button. Busy? Is it, like, finals season? That feels like usually what people are busy with right about now. Okay, well, we could always pull ourselves through, but the issue would be doing it with the cube. And also, we do have the issue of actually getting up. I guess we'd be able to pull ourselves through this way, right? We'd come out over there. But again, the cube. We would be able to sort of pull the cube to the side, but then it would be like I could pull it using one of these side things, pull it off the button, and then potentially push it off the button as well. I assume that this looks like it would still be visible from up there, but maybe this ledge prevents that. That's plausible. The issue would be getting it over there, because once it's off the button, it's going to be pulling and or pushing instead of pulling, and there's not going to be any, there's no platforms. I guess this platform exists. We could potentially use that one to push it, but it would have to be up there already, which I don't think we can do from here. Doesn't seem like we can anyways. Let me, the other thing is, once I'm up there, I won't be able to get back. Because this will be stuck on the button. Well, maybe I could still get back. Anyways, let's try it. Let's see what's up here. Anything to see here? No, that's just where the cube lands. And the button for the cube is down there, so it's not like that's helpful. We can't sneak through there. So we can do that. Pardon me. I can see part of this, but I don't think I can see the part that is lined up with the button. I could potentially shimmy it, just like boop, 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 boop. And then I'd be able to push it over to that side to where I could actually see it. But I don't think that's helpful. There's no portals up here. Even if there were, I don't think I'd be able to make good use of them. And I cannot get up here if I take that off the button. Right. If I take the cube off the button, there's no way to get it up here without pushing, but there's no... Like, I could push it out of here across, right? That would be ideal, but there is no spot that I can put it in as an entry point via pushing, because all of this stuff is gated over here, right? Curious. Curious. Press the button. If I pull the cube through, I could pull it all the way over to this platform. I know that. But getting me over is the problem. I guess I could... Could I pull the cube into the water somehow? Or push the cube into the water somehow? I could push the cube into the water and have it reset that way. And then I'd be able to pull myself across, grab the cube, and go through that. Like that? Would that work? Let's find out. Yep, it does spawn a new one. What a curious solution. Did I almost fall out of that for no particular reason? Are you good, brother? That was almost tragedy. Great.
Hey, Mel. You have no idea how hard it is to move around here. Anyway, remember those old turrets from all the way at the bottom of the facility? Those guys have no security systems installed. It should be really easy to reprogram them to destroy Aegis instead of humans. If we go down to a turret production line, we might be able to produce
I want that
friendly
cube.
turrets.
Don't hide a cube back there from me. No. I want that cube. That's a companion cube, isn't it? Ay. Alright. Give it to me! Yes! Aww. Try to bring the cube with you. I got an achievement. Lame. Alright, what do you do? Wall off. Something else over there also happens, but I don't know what. Alright, time being, let me out. That's gonna just start spawning cubes. Normal cubes. Alright, normal cube spawner. This button does wall. What does that do? Can't tell, I'm not up there. Obfuscated. How do I get up there? Alright, let's check through here. Here's our exit. Looks like we need to activate 2 buttons to get there. Okay. I'm with you. We've got a grate here, so we can fire through that if we need. This reverses directions. This is gonna go with a computer of some kind. That is angled, which is curious. We can pull something through, potentially. But not that. Not that cube. Not quite, at least. Unless that works, which, no. Clearly that doesn't work. Okay, so you can't quite pull that through. Oh, yes you can. I lied. You were just not willing to at that moment. Cool. Alright, we got a cube. We're gonna call that good enough for now, as I figure out what to do with it. I put it on the button. Neat. I slipped into the water? That was weird. I kind of like ice skated there for a second. Alright, where were we? What do you... Oh, okay, I'm just right here. Huh. Well, I mean, I can do it again. It was only like 2 steps. No. Right there. That looks good. Eventually it's gonna trigger. There it goes. Alright. Then we head out and try not to do a weird, like, slippy thing into the water. It was like right here. Huh. Cube on button, since I don't see any other use for it at the moment. I don't have a way back across there. What do with laser? What do? Oh, it also turns off this wall. What? Is that what this does? Yes, it does. This wall is turned off by the laser being blocked. Though notably, I can also block the laser with the cube itself. I think it's more useful to have that spot to be able to shoot if I need to. I can now force myself up. Oh, it pulls. So I would need something on the button first. which I don't believe I can do. Well, actually, hold on. If I go and pull the cube off the button, the blue will still be there. As long as the blue is still there, I think I'm fine. Right? I can fall through the blue, I can grab the cube off, and walk back through? Not exactly. I would like to just go up. I mean, I guess I can... No, I need the cube to be over here so that I can put it on here. Which I can always do because I can just portal through the grate here, right? And I can get in here without having to hit this laser wall. The issue is actually still having this here, right? Because once I pick it up, this is blocked. Or is no longer blocked, I should say. I can't just, like, yoink it through the wall here. Okay. Maybe I need a second cube somehow to be able to do that process. For the time being... Oops, wrong one. Time being, just do this. I don't see any other way up, and I need to go over there at some point, so... I should be trying to figure out how to do that. For sure. I don't believe I can get over there. Right, even, like, if it was pushing, I might be able to. I'd be able to get over there myself, put a portal, and then come through with it to, like, have that off. I still don't actually know what the other thing that does is. It looks like it is one of the buttons we need to exit, though, and the other one is somewhere in that other room. So, it is important, just not right this second. It will not further my puzzle solving. Okay, so I need the cube in here. That's non-negotiable, is that I need the cube in here. But I can't pull it through here, because the wall is going to come back up, right? This wall here is going to come back up. So I would have to pull it through over here, put it on here, and then it's not doing its fucking job anymore. There's nowhere else I can fire the laser yet. I'm sure that will be relevant. But there's nowhere else I can fire the laser yet. Those aren't shootable, no. Yeah, it's definitely a push that I need, right? I need to be able to push up. Alright, let me consider what it looks like with the cube in here. Just in here. Our cube's in here. I can do that. I cannot do that, though. Right, there is no way for me to go boom and boom without somehow turning off the laser again. Which I don't think I can do. Unless I've got some fancy way to turn off the laser. I guess... Well, now, hold on. So, I can now pull that through whenever I want. The problem is, I still want to pull it through on this one, right? Like, I can do this. Hell yeah. Problem solved and all that. Now the cube's over here, but what the fuck good does that do me? Besides kind of breaking the puzzle short term. In fact, fully breaking the puzzle. Alright, we're gonna have to get a new cube, eh? Die. Bring me another. I said, bring me another. I said, bring me another. Bring me another. No. Guys. This doesn't... This is as far as as far over as I can shoot it. You just need to fall the right way. If I shoot it any further, it doesn't work. There we go. Jeez. Can I grab this through the... You can grab this through the wall. Curious. Okay. Does that help me in any way, shape, or form? No. I mean, it's cool, though. Hi, Smokus. Hello. That's a given. Yeah, I just realized there is a wall right here as well. That probably would have been easier, Even got a little bit of an angle to it. See? Much easier. Gonna have to remember that's there. Okay, once more. How do I cube in there with portals in right place already? Because portal needs to be in right place for me to actually be able to go through portal. Portal must already be over here. Cannot change blue portal. Not allowed to change blue portal. But the second I take cube off here, cannot go through over here. How do thing. But also need cube in here. Not easy. Could I do some weird shit where I like fling myself? Would that work? Could I lift myself up high and like shoot over and then like fall? Maybe something like that could work. Maybe, possibly. We could see about that. Let me try something like that. That's not really what I meant to do, but whatever. Hi, Smokey. I'm not gonna feed you right now. You will get no foods from me. I fed you. I gave you the proper amount of food, plus some, actually. You will not get more. You may come up here, though. Yes, you may. Please join me. Yes, kitty. Fluffy tail. Mr. Mokes. Alright. So I'm gonna try flinging myself, which requires you, well, with me on the other side of the wall, you, and you. May I... Oh, you can't fucking see over it. Come on. Give me a break. Mr. Fox. Tell them to stop bullying me, Smokey. I like the music when you're in one of these. It's all like spooky. That was not at all what I needed. Why am I stuck on this step? Am I missing something? Am I missing a portal surface somewhere around here that would make my life easy? I doubt it. I doubt it. These walls don't go high enough to get over the ledge. In theory, I might be able to, like, toss a cube over it. Maybe. But, like, yeah, who cares? I don't suppose I could press the button through the wall or some shit. Put on through. Clearly that is not it. Clearly this must just be sitting on the button. I guess there's a world where I could put the portal here and pull it through, but I wouldn't be able to pull it through and have a portal where I need it. That's the issue. Like, yeah, I can pull this through, but again, I don't have the portals where I need them. I could pull it through from over here, but I still don't have the portals where I need them because the wall is going to come up. And I don't see a way that I could do both. Like, I guess you could try to, like, pull it through or something, but that doesn't seem helpful. I could push it through, I could be on the button and push it through, but if I'm on the button, I can't shoot the portal here. Yeah, like, I can do this. I'd be able to, like, toss it onto the button from here, but then what? I must pet my cat to calm my nerves and reset my mind. I just wish to shoop, just a little whoop. Yeah, you're pulling, you're not helpful. I'd only be able to use it if it pulled me up, but there's no ceiling, so I must be pushed, as far as I can tell. I must be pushed. But I cannot do anything unless I have a portal there, and I cannot get that cube over here with a portal over there, as far as I can tell. There is no way to do it, because I would not be able to put it through the wall that's here. And I have no other items anywhere, right? Like, I'm not crazy about that. I have no other items. And I can't do the button reset trick because I need it to be somewhere in particular, right? I can't just have it reset off of something. I need it on something. The laser puts up this wall. I can't block it myself. It just knocks me out of the way, unfortunately. I can block it with the cube, but that's completely defeating the purpose of having the button pressed, right? Like, they do the same thing. Pointing the laser elsewhere won't work, because as soon as it comes off the button, the wall will fall and the portal will go away. Not that the laser can even go anywhere else yet. Anyways, I assume there's something up there that the laser can be used for, but I don't have access to that yet, because I'm stuck here. I don't see any way to fall into it. Right, like, again, I could remove that off the button, but I can't actually get the height to do anything with that. I could go through, right, go through orange to blue over there, remove that from the button, and then I wouldn't have anything else to do. There would be no way to gain height. Can't fling the button because it falls into water, and I catch it with one of these. What even are these things called? I don't remember. You could pull someone through this way, or you could pull someone through that way, or you could... Nope, that's it. Those are the only two options. Why am I so stuck on this? Like, sure. There's, You're a good boy, Smokes. You're not gonna lay down, you're gonna just be weird. Standing in between my lap. And the second I do this, we lose one, right? I like this, because it has the same effect. But it's like, I don't see how it's helpful. I could push it onto a button, but I need both portals for that, which means I can't do this. If it gets pulled through, it's gonna be the same issue, right? If I just yoink it through, it's gonna be the same issue. It would give me like a 20th of a second to maybe put a portal down, but I can't put a portal down, and I just don't see how that would work. Right? Like, that just doesn't work. There's no portals on the ground over here, so I can't get high enough to, like, aim over this. And I can't aim over it from the other wall. I think this aims it at kind of a weird angle, but not a helpful one. Right? Like, I still can't shoot over at that height. They only go too high over here as well, so I can't shoot over at that height either. I can't shoot over this wall from there because it's too thick. We just checked that a second ago. I was about to say, where the fuck did my cube go? Let me get that. Cool. Now what? Right? I don't really want to go over there. Not a helpful place to be. I can kind of see into the room. I don't know what's going on over there, but I can see something. Right, and the idea would be that I could fling myself, right? But I can't. I can't actually do that. I can't see it, so I can't put the portal there to fling myself. It's not high enough. I can't put 2 here, so I can't like do a boing over there. I don't believe I can just block it with my body. Even if I could, I couldn't then portal. What am I meant to be doing here? Okay, let's work backward from the solution. We put portal here and either fall into it, which I don't believe is possible, or have a portal there. So we need portals in both of these places and that cube on that button. The only way I can have a portal in here at all is if this is gone. There is no other way, as far as I can tell, no other way to get a portal in here. You need to have this wall down. So the wall needs to be down. There needs to be a portal in here, one of my 2. The issue comes from the fact that to have this reversed, the cube needs to be on this button, which means it cannot be blocking the thing that turns this wall off. And the only way I can move it from one side to the other is with 2 portals, which makes it impossible for me to have a portal here and move the cube from outside to inside. If I try to, through the portal I have over here, it gets blocked inside. If I put the cube in there from the outside, it's just kind of stuck there. There's nothing I can do about it, because at that point, if I leave... I guess I could put it in there and then I could leave. Once it's in there, I leave. I could portal through to here. But I wouldn't be able to portal through to here, because I have to leave that portal there. I could personally leave, though. I just have to leave the blue there. And then I could come over here and I could put the orange, and that would pull the cube through. And then the cube would be over here, with the blue still over there. But then I wouldn't be able to get over here, with the blue still with the blue still over there. It'd be cool to have the cube here. But can I then get there? And I don't think the answer is yes, because there's too many walls blocking me, and I've still got the blue there, right? I won't be able to go through this way. I can't go through this way, of course. The only way I can get the cube over here is by leaving, so I can't be in the same place as the cube. Hello again, Smokey. Can I help you? Yeah? I see. I can't help him. There's nothing I can do. Having a cube over there does nothing. So I can successfully get the cube here, but I can't get me here, and I need to be here so that I can actually get the cube from here, like where it comes through, sucked in here, onto the button so that it can reverse course. Never mind the fact that I need to be in here just so that I can, like, jump through this and actually, you know. Boop. Okay. I'm with you. Mr. Mouse. Ay, ay, ay. I think I generally like this solution more for right now. Right, I can put blue there. I can go through. I'm just following this just in case I see the logic rather than spelling it out for myself. I can take you through. Right? I can leave you here. I can go back through. Or rather, I suppose I should leave you very close to the edge here, like this, and then go through. Right? And now I can use orange over here, and I can pull you through. Great. Now the cube is in, and blue is still there. The problem becomes I don't have a way to get myself in there with the button remaining pressed. Right, like, I can get myself back in here. Cool. Not helpful. If I put a blue down in here, we're right back where we started immediately. I must be missing something that I can use to, like, force myself up there. Because I'm not seeing jack diddly shit. Like, there's that button, which does the thing, and there's... No, the button does two things. It also turns off its own wall, but that's just so that you can get out of there. It doesn't actually... Like, I need to be able to do this half of the puzzle before I can start fucking with this, and it doesn't go high enough for me to concern myself with being able to, like, get over this wall. None of this is portable, eh? I hear you, Smokey. No. I fed you. I fed you. I fed you. Yes, I did. If you walk into and out of the room every 5 minutes, I'm not going to change my mind. That's not how this works. I mean, this is kind of cool, but what's that going to do for me? I like the angled ones, though I question whether or not that's actually, like, a part of this. I guess I could, like, push it onto a button, potentially. But there's no way that's helpful. What is the... What do they want me to do here? What do they want me to do? Like, I can't block this. I cannot block it. It does not work. Give me my cube back. Need this. There's no way to block this with my body. There's nothing to do with the laser either, right? I'm not crazy. There's no other receptacle for this laser. There is nowhere else to fire this. At least that I can see yet. Like, I can go through it, sure. I can do that. That's worthless. Huh. This never works. There's no way to, like, gain momentum this way, so I'm gonna just sit here getting seasick. We don't have any goo. That button does nothing except when you follow it over here, right? You can clearly see it comes to here. There's a button in there that turns off this laser wall, which is cool. And would be very helpful if I could do anything with it. Hello again, Smokey. You didn't even wait 5 minutes that time, you only waited like 2. Surely I can't just, like, fling myself through either. This is not nearly high enough. No. No shot. Even if I could somehow turn off this, it still wouldn't help me. If I were holding the cube, could I, like, toss the cube onto the button from here? Just like, huh. Try that. No, I can't, because I can't put the fucking portal here and have the cube in this room with me. It wouldn't be an issue. There would be no issue if I could just do that. I don't suppose I could just pick up some crap off the ground. This is why I should have had that companion cube from before. Hard resetting it does nothing. Like, pressing this button does nothing for me. I must be missing something. There must be something on this map that I'm not noticing. Or else this puzzle is like 15 steps long just to get in there, and I can't figure out the exact 15 steps I need. I really like the idea that I would be able to yoink it through at some point. I do like that. The problem is I can't yoink it where I want. Like, perhaps if I'm standing on it, I would be able to do, like, this plus that and push it up to the ceiling. And then, if I step off, it starts coming down, and if I time it right, I would be able to put a portal in there, but I don't think so. And even if I did put a portal in there, what would... Like, the cube wouldn't be able to come through, because I would have put a portal down. Or if it did come through, it would come through over there. I could fling the cube up, and I wouldn't be able to switch me in the cube and, like, do it myself and go up to the ceiling and then fall through, because I can't move the cube on and off the button at will. Right, even here, it would... Sure, it would pull it off, but I can't see this from up in the air over there. So I could take it up to the ceiling and then drop it, and it would be able to fly through somewhere, but where? How's that helpful to me, right? I don't see, like, yeah, I can fling up in the air over here, and we could do, like, this thing. But why? I wouldn't be able to join in on the fun. Where else could I fling this? If it were going up and down like that, would I be able to, like, sneak through at some point? Yes, but then I wouldn't be able to, like, if I ran through at the right timing, right? When the cube was in front of the laser, I could run over there. But why? I still can't get the height that I need. So who cares? Smokey, I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. Either get up on my lap, or go lay down for a little bit. My ever-pacing cat. My ever-pacing cat. No? You don't feel like it? Okay. He just came to tell me he says hi. Alright, you go up to the ceiling. Very cool, very fun. And then you can come back down whenever you want. And during that millisecond, you could potentially fire something. But not really, right? And it's fully on the other side, so I can't keep it over here. What is this dork doing? I'm watching him through the doorway over here, and he's just, like, staring at something. What are you staring at, Smokes? He doesn't understand English. What happens if I go at it, like, horizontally? If I drag it across the laser? It's surely nothing different, right? I genuinely don't know the next step here. See, there's not even enough time to put one down if I wanted to. It feels like I should have a second cube. Am I dumb and there's like a second cube hidden in the corner or something? Damn, we were doing so well too. We're just killing these puzzles, and now we've got this one that's just destroying me. How's it going, Jordan? How do I do this? You have a good rest of your Thanksgiving? Drank too much. I suppose that's a yes-ant. You know, I hadn't considered that I could catapult it. I don't think that's what I need to do, but it is funny that I can. Where does that... How high does that get? God damn! Huh. Again, does that solve my problem? I don't know. But it is kind of neat. Wonder if I could catapult myself, like, up on top of the wall. That would probably solve a lot of my issues. time like the present. Oh, come on. Not only did it not work, I'm fucking soft-locked. I'm stuck in the thought. You gotta do better than this, guys. Help, help, I'm stuck. Back we go. And we're back. Okay. Get that. 11 beers is not healthy at my age. Correct. I don't think 11 beers is hardly healthy at any age, I would imagine. Okay, so I can now catapult you over here. What does that do for me? I have to press the button, which means I personally need to be out there, but I can do it. We'll see if this actually gets me anywhere. Let's see, let's see. So if I catapult you through, even if you make it, I still can't get back through. Right? Like, I still can't. It's cool that I can do this. Although, actually, I don't... Where did that end up? Okay, it did end up in here. But I could already get this in here, right? In fact, it's not even difficult for me to get this... Maybe if I could somehow catapult it into that room. But why? I guess if I could catapult it onto there, it could go up if I've got the other portal here. Or it would get sucked through. But then it's just over here! That's not doing anything! It's just over here, and the portal is there, and that's cool, but I'm not in here, so what good does it do anyone? And I can't catapult myself, we've seen, I just get stuck if I try. No matter how fast I run into a wall, it's not going to do anything. What else can we do? Huh. Did that drop me? Oh, same place. Okay. Down. What's going on back here, by the way? That's kind of fancy looking. Lots of cubes that I wish I could have. But none of that is portable. Didn't think so. Didn't think any of this would be. It'd be a little strange if they made that possible. That would be a solution I would not be a fan of. I already really don't like the look for places to put portals challenges. I would hate them even more if they just started to throw them into puzzles. It's like, that's just super lame. I'm not playing Simon Says. I'm not playing Where's Waldo. We can do better. You know what I mean? So, I'm glad it wasn't that at least. It's an easy place to put that for the time being. This doesn't do anything, of course, it just pulls you through, right? I can't get the cube in here onto that button. Still. No matter how hard I want to get it in here onto that button, it will not come in here onto that button. I cannot fire through this wall anywhere. It is not broken. The best I could do is catapult the cube up and, like, potentially into this thing. Right? Like, I can at least do something like that. Right, I can do that. And maybe I'd be able to get it into there. But why? As is often the question, why? I could just put a blue here, problem solved, or I guess it allows me to keep the blue over there, but again, I can't catapult myself. Even if I put you up against the wall, I could still grab you through here, but that's it. I would be able to grab you through there. I wouldn't be able to do anything else. And I would have to grab you through this blue over here, which means I would not be where I want to be. I must be too hung up on having this portal here, because there's no way that works. That just doesn't work. But I don't see another way to get up there. I simply don't see one. Like, did that break? Wait, where did that cube go? Did that cube get stuck up top? It did. Neat. Again, not helpful, but neat. Let me in. Maybe there's a world where I can get myself high enough somehow to fling through, but I don't see what it is. We can go up. That's it. Clearly we don't have the jump power to get over there. Look at that. There is actually a spot you could fire a laser over there. We don't have an angle for it yet. I'm going to assume the cube we get once we're in there is probably a laser cube, right? That would be my guess. Look, I can fling myself through a laser into a wall Cool. So is there a way, while I'm in here, to get the cube onto the button? Surely not. Because if I'm in here, and the cube is on the button, it might be doable. Right, if I'm in here, the wall is down, I put down a portal out there, it like brings the cube through to here somehow. And then, but then I've got the opposite issue, which is that I can't put a portal there. I would need to bring it through with that, which I can't do when it's pulling. Right, it would just pull it onto that, which doesn't. I couldn't fling the cube over here either. That wouldn't work. If I flung the cube over here while I was in here and the portals were there and there, maybe. And then the cube comes over, we can go through, I can put it on there and go back through. Maybe? So I need to get the cube out there onto here. Very nifty. Come back through. I need to be like... In fact, I think I need to kill my portals so that I can put the blue one, like, under him, ready to go. But the only way to fling it is actually to press this button, which surely I can't do. Right, and then you fling over. If I fling you over... I guess I don't need a portal there. If I fling you over... the portal wall will be back up. So I can't do that. Yeah. I would have to lift you up. And then the wall would be back up anyways. I guess I could get you over here, like, by putting orange under here, and then we're both in here trapped, which is super cool, and not gonna do anything. Like, awesome. You know? I could potentially fuck with it like that, I guess. Oh. I doubt that was how I was supposed to do that, but... Does this even solve the issue? Because I can't shoot that over there now. I could potentially have the thing working, but I wouldn't be able to... Actually, yes, I can get into it. This is definitely not how this was supposed to be solved. There's no shot in hell that this is how I was supposed to get up here. But we up here. Alright, I can finally walk around up top. Can I? No? Oh. I tried. Huh. This better get easier from here. Something tells me it won't. Great. We have this. Also, I'm pretty sure from down there I can now shoot portals up here so I can get back up here whenever I want. At least that would seem to be the case. I would be surprised if that angle doesn't work, even with this wall. So now we want, like, that cube on this button so that I can portal there and do like this. Right, with that up. I suppose I could do it without the portals, but I feel like the portals are helpful. Let me go ahead and set this up. Did I see that fade away for a second? That was weird. Head on back through. Yeah, you can totally see up there. Even with those walls up, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to. Okay, so we need a thing there. How's it going? Welcome in. I'm getting beat up by this puzzle, is what I'm doing. Just absolutely shafted by this particular puzzle. Where did I put my cube? There you are. You. And you. I said you. Okay, you're on. And then I can just toss you... Oh, I gotta get you, like, over there. Okay. But I don't need you for any of this up here, so I suppose as long as I can get you over there, that's fine, yeah? Not gonna lie, I'm having a hard day. What happened? Share your worries. Okay, so I just need to get myself over there with, like, a pushing one of these, right? That's fine. I can do that. 1, 2. Well, okay. Maybe a little further over if you would. Thank you. So I can get myself over here. The issue, of course, is then getting the cube over here. Which, to be honest, still seems pretty doable. Cube over here. Very nice. We go back through. We go back up here. The other thing is still on the button, so from here, I guess it was just that one step that was really hard about this puzzle, because the rest of that was fucking easy.
I heard that it was made by 2 particularly cruel scientists.
Rated one of the hardest tests on the track. Alright, well, at least we know that it was supposed to be that hard. Just school, bro. I have social anxiety and I'm obsessed about good grades, and I have no friends. What's my advice here? I don't know where you live, so I couldn't say exactly whether your school culture is the same as mine was. But I think you'd be surprised by how many people probably also go to your school that have very similar interests to whatever your interests happen to be. I don't know if your anxiety is similar to mine, but for me, I'm the type of person who's really bad at getting to know someone initially, but my walls tend to come down pretty fast once I recognize someone as a person who I who I get along with well.
I'm still sorting through all those files. There's terabytes of
But
emails.
for me, just
I'm trying
getting
to find
over that
something that
initial
can help
hump
us.
was the hardest part. I found
Did
that
you know you can increase the size of your
clubs were
core in
generally
just
my
2
best way
easy
to do
steps?
that. I joined a couple of clubs, just nerdy ass clubs that fit my interests. I'm ranked top 500 chess players in my country. Okay, does your school have a chess club? That seems like a good start, certainly. Okay, what are we looking at here? Holy shit, that last puzzle took like 45 minutes. Good lord. Hopefully this one's easier. Alright, we need to get up there. We need to get up there. How do we get up there? We're probably gonna have to do the little whoop into the whoop to get up there. But how do we turn that on in the first place? It looks like the answer is the button. Second question, how do I press the button? Considering that the cube is on the wrong side. I can quickly pass over to the middle area here and see what the hell this does. The wall goes down for like a quarter of a second. Okay. I could also go... Well, no, I can't go that way. I lied. That doesn't get me anywhere. Alright, so if I press that button, I would have enough time to shoot a portal, but not really enough time to do anything else. I suppose in theory, maybe I could shoot a portal from the other side. Like do a little bit of a speed thing here, right? Do a little bit of that. There we go. Now we're over here. And now I can put the button on here. You know, sometimes I feel sad and I feel pain all over my body. Anyway, sorry for changing the vibes. Is this Portal 1? Well, I feel like I can't just drop that, but if you would like to, I suppose I can. This is a mod for Portal 2. This is a fan-made mod. It's free on the Steam store called Portal Stories Mel. I did not mean to press that button. I fucked it. Blue there. Good news, I'm a gamer. I've fixed the issue. Come on. Here we are. Huh. I heard Portal 2 won Game of the Year. That's actually a good question. I have to imagine it did. It was really popular when it came out. I'd be more surprised if it didn't, I think. Alright. Eventually we need to get both cubes down there. The question is, how do we get both cubes down there? This is a timed thing. I can see that I would be able to, like, push them through here and out the end. That would make a lot of sense. The issue, of course, being doing that. Also, I should probably do peeksy up here. What's going on up here? Can I... You can shoot through here. Okay, that's helpful. I can shoot through there without having to worry about, like, timing the whole button thing. We do have the issue of the wall being there, but maybe I can work around that. Also, this cube is probably stuck in here. I'll be interested in how I'm supposed to get this cube down there when I need it there in the first place to actually, like, have this on. I will say this particular mod was this has been much harder than Portal Revolution was. Portal Revolution had a couple of times that it stumped me for like a few minutes. There's been at least a couple of puzzles in this one that I've been stumped on for like 30 minutes. Which usually doesn't happen. There's a third button down there. Hold on. Maybe it's best for me to just send myself through. Actually, I don't know if I can send myself through, because I don't have the ability to turn off the thing at will. I guess I can by, because this is here for me, right? I can send myself across by just jumping up into it from this side. Let's see what we've got over here. I could probably have brought that cube with me. It likely would have been smart for me to do so. In fact, abandoned ship. Let me... You're coming with me. When your goal is to get the cubes across, it feels like it would be smart to, you know, bring one with you when you go across. Especially since there's only one place for a button over here, so I don't even think this cube can be of use on that side. Obviously we need both eventually, but I'm interested in what this one does. Ooh, another one on this end, eh? Makes sense that I would need that there. Okay, so this pulls, so I would be able to pull the cube somewhere. Where remains to be seen. So I could pull... Also, how do I get back? How am I meant to get back over? When it's pulling, I would only be able to go this way through, right? So I gotta be very careful with what portal I use here. Blue is the one that's currently down there, so like if I shoot a blue here, right? But that doesn't allow me through because it is pushing. Oh, I can shoot over that. Okay, so I can always get back if I need to by shooting over this one. So then what color do I want? Ooh, pretty. What color do I want here? I guess I want blue. I need to actually shoot both portals to be able to get myself back through, since this one wouldn't allow me to go through it. By extension, then I actually can't put a portal here. I would need to already have the cube ready ahead of time, I would think. I would need to have the cube somewhere where it could be pulled through. But I don't know if I can do that with it on the button, because I need it on the button to be able to get myself across. Well, the blue is still there for now. So I can always, like, get back and forth this way. That only turns off that. Though, I think I might be able to shoot down there to successfully get myself down there. The only issue would then be getting the cube through. And myself, I suppose, by extension. Because I remember the portal surfaces are only at the top down there. So I wouldn't be able to, like, come back. So if I can come down here with this whenever I want, I would be able to put a portal, but it would have to be in such a way that I would be able to get that cube. Which I don't believe I can do. So then I must need to go back without getting rid of this portal. Because if I get rid of this portal, I can't get back. Set everything up, put the cube in front of my orange portal, and then I would be able to come back through, move it. Well, I guess if I could grab the cube, I wouldn't need this pulley thing, would I? Because then I could just pick it up and take it with me. So that's probably not what I'm looking for. Could always move my orange there, but then of course I'm stuck. I could press the button, move through, and then shoot my orange down there, and that would allow me to get down there. But then I'm stuck in there. And I would have to drop my portals to do anything. What if I put my orange on the ceiling? No. I need to get that cube back out. I could always press this button to get it out. That's an option. The problem is getting over there. I could press this button. It would allow me through, but this wall would still be here. I wouldn't be able to, like, switch the portal location and then also walk through. Like, it's just not enough time. If I reset the cube, I would be able to fall through from the ceiling over here, right? Because this would be off at that point. Okay, that's a curious question. I don't actually need to do this. You know what, I'm actually interested in what this does. What does this do? Does it... It looks like it prevents me from... I don't go either direction. I guess because one's pulling and one's pushing, they're actually synced up. I really need to reset that cube. That's the key here. Once the cube is reset, I'm able to come in from outside. But I don't know if I can do that from where I am. And what good does pulling do? Does it do any good? I remember there are some walls around the corner over to the left, but I can't see them. Try this again. This is clearly the first step because there's no other way back. In theory, the only next step that I could take would be pressing this button. Right? That's the only one that makes any sense. But I don't want to shoot blue, so it would make sense that I would want to press it, walk through, and shoot orange down there. From there, I only have one place that I can go. And it's through a wall that does not help me. Now, I suppose it's okay to reset my portals, but, like, it's really not, because I need to... If I'm going to turn off the blue, I need to make sure if I'm going to make sure that I turn off this blue pulley thing, pushy thing, whatever... I need to make sure that my blue is actually on this one so that I can still do the thing. So I'm not allowed to reset my portals, is essentially what it comes down to. I'm not allowed to reset my portals. So I want to shoot the orange. Ah, not quite fast enough. I need to get up on that hill. There it is. Alright. So we've successfully moved that portal. If I do this, you can see that we now have a pull all the way through. I don't think that's what we really want, though. It's cool. It's not helpful. Not without losing my portals. These buttons only go to this door. Okay. Was it the correct decision to bring my cube through when I first came across? Absolutely. Would it make sense for me to take the cube off now? No. One of these cubes has to be on a button at any given time so that we're actually able to cross. So it makes sense that I brought the one cube across still. I do think that was the correct decision. It's just a matter of how to get that cube off that button. I can take it off. I could easily go through right now and take that off the button, right? I could just whoop, jump right down there and grab it right now. But that would reset my portals, which would make it impossible for us to cross because I can no longer actually shoot over there to do the pulley bit. And I can't do it from the middle platform either because the wall's in the way. So in jumping down, I would be essentially killing the run, right? Because there's nothing down here for me to shoot on either. Now I could, instead of jumping through there, jump through here, but I can't do that with the portal there, or with the thing already on, right? I need that to already be off, or else it won't work. Now I could do that while I'm on the middle platform. But what the fuck good is that? That doesn't do anything. When I crossed over, I had a portal there and there. I could have left that portal there, but that I can already put that portal back whenever I want. This portal that was like kind of right over here, I could put that back whenever I want with a little bit of finagling. How am I getting you out? It's clearly a reset thing, but I want to see how I can actually get to the front side of that without having to pass through the laser gate. Because I don't believe you can possibly do it fast enough to not lose them if you just run. There's nothing like fancy back here, right? I can't like just shoot one back there. Negative. As cool as it looks back there, not helpful. That's only down for like 3 seconds. Yeah, no world where I could actually run that distance in time. Am I sure I can't see anything over there? I don't believe I can. I can't see anything over there. As much as I'd like to reset that button, I have to get over there first, and I can't. It's another puzzle that's stumped me for longer than I would like it to. If I die, it just quick saves. I think it actually quick saved when I got over here. So if I take you off, you just go away completely. That's not what I need. Certainly not what I need. ideally I just pull myself through the ceiling, right? I get the cube on the far side. When one portal is here, I just pull myself to the ceiling by putting the other half on the ceiling, right? Just, and we're done. The only issue is getting there. That's it. Because I don't think I can get high enough up to actually get grabbed by it either. Maybe I can. I guess I could see. Oh shit, I forget which one I wanted. I wanted orange. Boo. There it is. So, if I put the blue here, like, yeah, cool, but I can't. Yeah. 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 Right? I want to get pulled from that side, right? Ideally, I want to get pulled from here down. But if I go through... I can't go through that side, actually. Because if I could get into this stream, it would actually allow me to do that. It would allow me to go across to just before the portal wall and jump off and reset the button and I'd be done. The only question is, how? How do do that? How do that? There's no white on the ground over here, so I can't, like, up. The only way up would be if I was already over there on the blue one, right? That's the only way to get enough height. As far as I can tell. Besides jumping through the blue, but obviously that's not doing anything. How the fuck do you do this? Like, sure, I can remove the cube, great. But why? It's just gonna reset the portals. Pull myself up. That doesn't give me the distance to get over there. Pull myself up and fling myself through by taking the cube off the button somehow, but that's definitely not it. Fling myself directly into the wall that I've been trying to avoid. Sounds like a plan. I never could have taken that button, or that cube off the button preemptively either. There's no way I could have set it up to work that way. I also couldn't push the cube over without myself, because if I had done that, I wouldn't have been able to put the cube here. I couldn't bring just myself, because then I wouldn't have any way to keep the button pressed. So I do stand by my decision to bring both myself and the cube. And we also brought the correct cube because this one is easier to reset than the one that was up there, I believe. This one just requires that you be on the ground. You know what, fuck it. I'm gonna head through. I know this doesn't work. But I'm interested in what might. Right, because we got the cube back, but we don't have any way of getting back over there without putting this cube back on the button. At least I don't believe I can see anything over there. No. I can see where the cube is, but that's it. So I can press that. I can easily get the cube through, but why? Is there anything else I can do? I think my only option is that. Alright, we put the cube back on here. Not helpful. I would very much like to be able to kill this cube. You know what I might be able to do from here, though? Hold on. That's orange, that's blue. If I put the orange on my way across before I fall out, would that work? Pivot back. That's another way to get height. Reset. We've got our cube now. How do we get up there? We talked about this before. We put the blue here, and we get pulled through. I solved this part of the puzzle already, so we're good. All right. Bada bing, bada boom.
Apparently, the records on these computers are kinda severely out of date.
I want that
think
cube.
I can recompile a new version of this testing tracks sequence.
Give me that cube. Damn it. Alright, we're at the 245, 249 mark. Let's go ahead and call the puzzling there, since it just saved for us. We'll go ahead and save again. There we are. We'll go ahead and do those puzzles we like to do at the end. What do we got? We've got the Redactyl, we've got the Spottle, we've got the Model, and the Belotrodal that we do now. There we are. Okay. Statistics mode. This is actually like really hard. Let's try like, you know what? I like a Biwa. Let's do a Biwa. So they have higher speed, power. They have higher speed and power and less all of stamina, guts, and wit. And they are neither a guts nor a wit bonus. They have a worse dirt, which doesn't really tell us a lot. They're just a turf character. A lot of characters have a G-turf. So let's just go for someone who likes to run miles or sprints. So Sakura Bakshin. Surprisingly low speed for Sakura Bakshin. She is speed wit, so we know that this character is a speed plus either a stamina or a power. I'm gonna guess it's probably not stamina based on the number. So maybe speed power character that has pretty bad starting stamina, but not horrible, just worse. Lower guts and a little bit smarter. Lower guts. Lower stamina. It's a good mile runner. Someone like Daiwa Scarlet, maybe? Is Daiwa speed power? I don't think she is. What's vodka? Is she speed power? I don't know anything about Taiki Shuttle, so I couldn't tell you on her. Let's try vodka. Okay, vodka is indeed fast enough. She is a speed power. Higher stam. Lower power. Lower guts still. Person's made out of fucking glass apparently with that kind of guts. If you're a speed power character, who could you be? Speed power characters tend to be pretty easy to train in my experience. This is going to be someone who is probably pretty well liked. Though I noticed based on the stats, I think this might be a 2 or a 1 star. The numbers just seem... I guess they could be a 3 star as well. I don't believe Daiwa is speed power. I think she's like speed wit or something. Maybe she's speed power. I guess I could try Daiwa. Now she's speed guts. Huh. Didn't know that. I don't think I'm gonna get this one. I can't really think of any horses that fit this ballpark. Speed up. Somewhere in like the 90 ballpark, guts in the 100 ballpark, or power in the 100 ballpark rather. Guts just awful. And speed up. Man, I don't know what these symbols mean. Wit up. Really not designed for anything other than sprint or mile, most likely. Maybe we're looking at like... Yeah, I was considering that it might be Taiki Shuttle, but I honestly don't know anything about her. And this is our last guess. I guess I'll just go for Taiki Shuttle. Nope. Grass Wonder. Grass Wonder, really? Does Grass Wonder not run longs, too? Huh. The more you know. Is a 2-star, though. I was right about that. Blotrodal. It's Splash. It was not Splash. It's not a common. It is scaling. If we're looking at scaling it, it's not a common. I'm going to go for one of the classics like Hologram. This will give us some more info. Not Times Malt. Probably it must be a $6. $6 uncommon. Not Times Malt, but it is scaling. Okay, something like Castle then. Fucking 4 Bull? Bull. Bull. Easy clap, go next. Spottle. I'm going to need a musician. A group. Anything that you might find on Spotify. Jared Schlatt. No way does Schlatt make the top. No, Schlatt doesn't make the... We tried. We were hoping he'd make the top 1,000. Maybe next week. Maybe next week he'll be in there. Smash Mouth. Let's go Smash Mouth. Male group. Male group, not from the US, though. They are more recent. They are more recent, not from... Okay. I mean, we could go all the way up to Ed Sheeran. Blueface. I don't know who that is, but we'll go with him. Never mind. We will not go with them. We're going with Ed Sheeran. They're not there. All right, we are looking at male UK, not solo, not pop, not rock. But after 2011, so not 21 Savage, yeah. We got any like UK hip hop? I don't know much about them, so I wouldn't be able to give you very much in the way of names. But I imagine there's at least a few out there. I don't know how popular they are. I guess hip hop's probably going to be solo anyways, so maybe not even that. Do they do they even do country out there? What other options do we have? I guess they could be an alt group. Alt might be the angle there. Alt or perhaps electronic. Another fucking UK alt group from the last 10 years. Fuck if I know. Pete and I've never heard of them. Apparently not. Really, Method Man makes the list. Huh. I wouldn't think he'd still be. Who the fuck are these people? Who are you people? I don't know UK alt. That's so beyond me. Hmm. Is 21 Pilots? What's with all the 21? Are they considered alt? They would have to be, but I think they're American, aren't they? Or are they? I don't know. Twenty-One Pilots is American. Word. But they are alt, right? So maybe I guess them just to... Oh, they spell it 21 Pilots. I want to see if it's alt. It is alt. It's also not 2 members. We also now know that it is 2012 to 2014. So at least 4-member alt group. They also aren't that popular either. Tell you what, I'm gonna come back to this one because I have no idea. There is not a world where that name is gonna pop into my head, I don't think. So I'm gonna go do the redactyl while you guys think about who that could be. 6'5" is a blank blank of blank blank blank. Okay. Country. Countries are related. No way it's gnome. No idea who that is, but I'll type it in. No. Even I'm struggling to come up with UK groups from that time period. Shit. Guess we're gonna die then. In about blank percent of blank, within a blank of blank, the blank blank, blank blank blank, and blank blank blank, blank blank blank. If this blank Is this a theorem? No. The blank of blank and blank blank is blank. Treaty. Peace? War. Anything related to those things? Not really. But countries, a blank and blank blank against blank blank blank. And blank countries, blank blank for blank. I want to see if there's anything even remotely related to that sort of thing. Alliance, war, no. There's one mention of any war. Pretty far down. Use. Oh, use is given. First and one usually show up a fair bit. In blank, the blank 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 blank, the first blank blank to be woman, no. The first, I guess I should do like he and she just to check. One instance of she, there's quite a few he's. Symptom, considering something medical. There's a few medical. Condition or disease in that case. Disease. Blank blank. Disease. Clean that out. Is a heart disease? No. Is a... Let's make sure it's human. It affects... Yeah, we could do viral. Viral disease. Okay. We can do infection as well. We've got some infections. Is a viral disease. I mean, there's a lot of those. Symptoms include blank 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 loss of, not appetite, loss of feeling, loss of symptoms include, let's see if nausea fits in there. Nausea is in there. Blank 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 in the blank. Oh, blank in the blank. Blank blank. Blank in the blank. Smoky and blank. Viral disease. We could try just things like flu, but clearly that's not going to... It affects humans. It infects humans. Yes. The disease is blank by the blank 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 and is blank spread by the blank of an infected blank. Caught, herpes, warts, those are all fair. Herpes, no, neither of those is spread by the... By the, what could that be? Not mucus, not breath. Not death. Not cough. Not blood. Perhaps just spit? No, that's not exactly a scientific term anyways. I didn't expect that. I could try some of those anyways, but it infects humans, blank blank, and blank blank of blank. So it can affect other things. It's not just humans. This isn't related to birds at all, is it? Avian? No. Is spread by the cause? Fair. Disease is caused by the blank blank blank. Brain, stomach, and intestines, all fair parts of the body. One instance of his stomach. No. Let's see if we can figure out what causes it. Yeah, we're looking for the spread here as well, because I think that it seems like a fairly strange spreading process here. So I'm interested in what this four-letter word is. Bite? Surely not. Ooh. This isn't just related to rabies, is it? No. Skin? Okay. Causing blank skin. This doesn't, I don't think this, what the fuck? In about blank of, I want to see death. Death blank in up to blank of blank, 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 blank disease. What the hell? Does this have to do with monkeys? I mean, there are monkeys mentioned. Let's try like red and black to see if there's anything like that. Oh, is this the plague? No. The blank blank of blank blank was plagued with blank blank. I wonder if this is an old term for what it was. I don't think this can't be like tuberculosis or anything like that. The hell spreads it? What, can rats spread it? Causes and blank. Dude, my cat is losing his fucking mind out there right now. We've already guessed symptom? Yes, we have. Okay. Symptoms include blank, blank. Just a moment. Spread and transmission. That's good. Spread. Oh, we already did the spread. Transmission. transmission. Blank 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 is blank blank through the bite. I guess I could just do transmit as well, since transmitted will be given. Through the bite of the blank 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 in italics. Could this be a mosquito bite? Could this be related to like malaria? Or, oh yeah, like tick, Lyme disease, something like that. Use insect repellent. Repellent? Did I spell that wrong? I did. Yeah, I did. So this is related to insects, clearly. Mosquitoes, perhaps? Mosquitoes. Fuckers. What do they spread? Besides a bunch of shit. I mean, it's gonna be related to blood, right? Yellow fever, that's what I'm looking for. That's it. I kept going to like malaria and like Lyme disease and yeah, I didn't think of yellow fever, absolutely. Yellow fever is a viral disease of typically short duration. In most cases, symptoms include fever, chills, loss of appetite, nausea, muscle pains, particularly in the back, and headaches. Symptoms typically improve within 5 days. In about 15% of people, within a day of improving, the fever recurs, abdominal pain occurs, and liver damage begins, causing yellow skin. Ugh. Gross. That's not even the worst thing mosquitoes can do. Fuck them. Anyways, I don't know the spottle, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that because we're pretty far into stream here, about a little over 3 hours. So that will be it for us today. I'll see if I can think up whatever the hell this group is, but I doubt it. I was gonna guess. Do you have a guess? I'll go ahead and send it. I still have it up here. I just jumped over to the chat room for a second. Let me hear the guess, and then I'm gonna go. Tomorrow is a community game day. We will flip a coin the day of to see what we are playing. I'm gonna have to prep both games ahead of time to make sure that the multiplayer works and that we can add either more than 4 people if it's peak or possibly the same in Risk of Rain. We'll see. I know peak works. I might need to update the mod, but that's about it. What was your guess, Jordan? He doesn't have one. Destroy him. Seems he may have already left after I said that I wasn't going to do it. But alas. Alright. I'm going to get out of here and go eat some lunch, which will be, as expected, leftover turkey and ham. Oh, you don't? Okay. Then yeah. I'm gonna get out of here and go not starve to death or something. We're on a delay, so chatting with YouTube's always a little bit harder. Yeah, I'll see you guys around. So, peace out. It was not glass animals, by the way.